Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to talk about this topic because it's so effective. I mean, we always ask ourselves, how can we actually clone ourselves? I mean, how many times have you asked yourself that? I wish I could clone myself. How do I clone myself? How do I get more versions of me so that I can go connect with more people, build more relationships, and ultimately acquire more clients? So in today's webinar, what we're going to talk about is this idea that we can batch record our content for social media. We can meet with someone, an assistant, a videographer, someone that can just hold a camera, hold our phone, and record plenty of content for the entire month. Now, how does that sound to you guys? Recording enough content for the entire month of social posting. This is TikTok, this is Instagram, this is Facebook, this is YouTube. All of these channels can literally have your entire content calendar recorded in one day. And we're going to teach that to you. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to start with a success story. And this success story is actually one of my dear friends, Jeffrey Gitomer. And Jeffrey Gitomer he's a best-selling author, but he's also a total video personality. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up his Instagram account in just one moment here. And I'm going to show you how he does what he does. And what's so interesting about this process is that he actually batch records his content in 1 or 2 days every single month. And then he has either he does it himself or he has a team to go actually publish the content. So let me just give you a quick sneak peek on that. All right. So here he is. So on Instagram, we're looking, he's got almost 18,000 followers here. And it's so interesting because when I look at this content, I mean, it's kind of obvious even he's wearing the same t-shirt. I don't think he cares. I think it's kind of cool that he does that. I actually like that because you can tell he's got this momentum when he goes. So what's really interesting about it is that he goes into his personal space, his office environment, and then he'll have his topics preset. He'll use the teleprompter on the Dubb mobile app and he'll actually read directly from the script. Now, he doesn't always stick exactly to the script. Sometimes he does go off of it and just speak in improv, but it's a great example where you can fire up an entire social account with just a little bit of effort. Now, here's the thing that is most noteworthy about this. Each and every one of these videos has been viewed at least 600 or 700 times, and some of these videos have been viewed thousands of times. In fact, some of them have been viewed tens of thousands of times. Here's an example of a video that's been viewed almost 6,000 times. So just ask yourself, what would it do for your business to have clones of yourself just like this out on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, wherever you'd like to post your videos, going and making connections, parasocial connections with your prospects and with your clients and having them learn from you. And then as a result, bringing them on as clients, because folks, that is the power of social media. It is all about building these parasocial relationships where these people are watching videos of you, or in this case, videos of your screen, or videos of a pre-recorded video, or a testimonial video of someone else on your team. In fact, that's what this is exactly right here. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the CEO of that ladder company where the foldable ladders. The name will come to me in a second here. I think that's who that is. But it's just a great example. And then the other example that I'll give here is, these podcast repurposed videos where there's a conversation. It's repurposed effectively from a conversation from a podcast. So if you are in the podcast space or if you're recording Zoom videos, this is another really fantastic way to batch record, bulk record your content. So in this webinar, we're going to take you through this, how you can actually employ all of this stuff for your own business. So what we're going to show you is, number one, how to build a content calendar, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's really imperative that we have a content calendar where we understand what are the topics, what are our scripts or outlines, and then what is the status of those? Have we recorded them? Have we published them? Is there someone on our team that we have as an accountability partner, as a video recorder, as a phone holder, as a publisher? It's really important to get that collaboration. And then how to record, actually how to use the Dubb mobile app, or even if you want to use Instagram or TikTok directly, you can do that. We like using the teleprompter because it keeps us on script. And then how to get into a publishing flow. So how does that sound? I'd love to get some feedback. Put a big fat 1 in the chat if this is something that you're interested in learning about. We'd love to learn about successes, about failures. What has been the biggest piece of friction that you've had with your social posting? I know for me, it's about consistency. My solution is now I have accountability partners that ask me every single day, hey, did you get your social post done? And that's really helped me. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Darius up on stage, the Oracle. We have him here in the flesh and blood. Darius, what's going on?
Appreciate you. Yeah. So I'd like to also chime in on your biggest friction, guys, whatever your biggest pain point has been in trying to make this happen, because we're all here because we want to do this. We need it for our business. It's going to help us. But I'd also like to hear in the chat, what's been your biggest friction? What's been your biggest pain point? For me personally, it's very similar to Ruben's. It's just been consistency. Like, we're all busy right during the day. And by the end of the day, when you finally have some time, you're like, man, I'm out of juice, or I got to go run and do other things now. So that's been my personal thing on doing it, is just finding the time to stay consistent. Whatever your biggest pain point is, drop it in the chat. We're going to teach you guys some strategies, specifically how to overcome some of those most common things. Basically, we like to start every presentation, guys, with a big why. We need to understand, why is this thing valuable? Why is this lesson even worth listening to? And so with batch recording, this is really what makes it possible. Like, again, we know we should be posting on social every day, but we don't have that same time blocked out of our perfect schedule every day to come make this happen. And this is where batch recording makes it possible, because you can set aside one time, like literally one day out of a whole month. That's what we're talking about, and plan your content and schedule something to make this possible. So having a strategy is absolutely required to make this possible. You're never going to make it work just sort of haphazardly running about trying to post to socially regularly. So having a strategy is going to save you time, and it's actually going to make all this possible and make you be able to be consistent, because you have a plan. You have due dates that you've set for yourself, homework. So this is what we're going to talk about, guys. Why batch recording is important. Hopefully this is obvious. You guys will understand the value at the end of this presentation. So this one's a little bit different, guys. We have presented some batch recording stuff before. This presentation is different because we're going to get a little bit interactive. We're going to have some deliverables for you guys. So there's 3 deliverables from this webinar, from this presentation. The first of which is going to be the content calendar. We're going to provide you an Excel sheet, which is the framework, the skeleton of your guys' content calendar. Now, if you're more advanced and you're using a project tool, management tool like Asana or Monday or something like that, you're perfectly encouraged to continue to use that tool, but do it, use it. That's why it's there. And if you're not, spreadsheets are a great place to start, because even if you don't know how to use one of those project management tools, anyone can figure out how to put things into a cell. So we have deliverable for you guys, which is the framework for a content calendar. The second thing we're going to have is your first 3 perfect posts. We've provided a perfect outline, again, a framework for you to have 3 high value social posts that'll work for any business. So that's what we're going to deliver for you guys as well. We have some little specific trainings also just included with the content calendar deliverable, where we're going to give you guys your perfect 3 social posts. Those are recyclable as well. It's not just like one post and it's done. It's a framework that you can rinse and repeat for valuable content all the time. The third thing we're going to give you guys is a prompt. As you guys probably are aware by now, Dubb has built the AI into our platform everywhere. So it's in the website, it's in the extensions, in the app, mobile app, AI is all over. So we made it very easy to use the AI, guys. And that's what we're going to give you, is a prompt, a simple prompt that's going to give you exactly what your next 27 topics should be. Because we're all about this 1 month of content. That's 30 days, give or take. We've given you 3. We're going to give you 3 to walk away with, and we're going to give you the keys to make your next 27 posts as well. So that's the 3 deliverables you guys are going to walk away with at the end of this presentation, or towards the end, sort of throughout. We're going to be giving these guys. So we love to have you guys walk away with something actionable and that you can do today in your business, and you will have that from today. So the first thing, guys, the content calendar. This is just a little preview of it. As I mentioned, we have the 3 instructions. We're going to go over these guys in real time today, those 3 perfect posts. We're going to cover those for you. And then the links for those will be included in the content calendar as well. There's some other cells and stuff that it's sort of self-explanatory. It's going to have your topics on the left, and it's going to have your scheduled dates on the right, and your outlines or your scripts with your teleprompter, things like that. So this is the deliverable. Again, everyone registered here will get this. We're going to be sending it as part of the recording. The link will be there, so you can't access it right this second, but it will be with you shortly. Okay, guys, this is the time where we're going to start instructing here. We're going to give you, as I mentioned, these 3 perfect posts, and I want to start with the first one on this list here. And Ruben, I think you're going to take care of this for us. Tell us about the insider insight, or the insider secret. What's this post about?
Okay, well, one of the questions that people ask me a lot, and by the way, is my mic okay? I want to make sure that the volume is okay. People mentioned that it was kind of a low volume situation before.
Sounds amazing. Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So, people ask me, hey, what should I say on social media? I don't know what to say. And Darius asked me this question the other day, and there's a bunch of ideas that we're going to share with you guys in terms of what you can share the topics effectively. But one of my favorite topics to do is what I might call the insider info post. And the premise of the insider, let me go ahead and spotlight my video. There you go. One of the premises of the spotlight video post is you actually you sort of showcase or you spotlight a particular aspect of your business, an acronym of some vernacular, a vocab term, some concept that people might not have heard about. For example, a great example of this is the know, like, trust. If you're in sales, a lot of people say, well, if you're in sales, you want to build a know, like, trust system, machine where people get to know you, they get to like you, and then they get to trust you, because if they trust you, they want to work with you, right? At least hopefully they do. So the idea here is the know, K, like, L, T, KLT method. So your social post might be, well, this social post is about the KLT method, which is the know, like, trust method. And I think that if you start to think about the vernacular in your business, what terminology do you know? What concepts do you know? You can start to really become the expert, because maybe they haven't heard of that. And maybe it's a great mnemonic device so that they can remember it. Or maybe it's a really simple way for them to understand something that you are an expert about. And as a result of conveying that information, making it easy to understand, you make a connection with them. So this is one of my favorite types of social media posts. I encourage everyone to try it. Again, use AI anytime that's possible. Ira is built right into the Dubb dashboard. So if you want to research something, and if you want to ask the AI assistant to find you something that people should know about in your field, I encourage that.
Okay, so guys, that is one excellent post that everybody should have on their social channels. And in fact, everyone should have multiple versions of that, right? How does someone know that you're the expert in your industry unless you've told them, unless you put it out there? You're having personal individual conversations, or you're posting to social. And again, this is one of those formulas that is rinse and repeatable. You simply take another thing that you have an expert insight on, and share that, right? Share the knowledge. So this is one perfect formula. Now let's go ahead and get into the second. This one, guys, I like to call the client appreciation post. So it doesn't have to be specific to a client. I'm going to give you guys two separate examples here, one of each. So this first one, this is, again, the example of a client appreciation post. What I'm going to do is give you an exact client. So let's pretend that I am the client. This is a client appreciation post for Darius. So what I'm going to do here is use the desktop app and record a video on Darius's LinkedIn profile. Now, the reason I'm going to start here on LinkedIn is because Darius is the person I'm showcasing. If I don't want to use his LinkedIn profile, maybe he has a section on his website. Maybe I want to showcase my friend Jason here. The idea here is the visual element is whoever you're showcasing. Maybe it's not even them. Maybe it's a business. It's their website. It's not even a person. The client is a business instead of an individual. So you're either bringing in the visual of the client themselves, if you have their explicit given permission. So like in Jason's case here, he's given us our testimonial. I could definitely do a client appreciation post with his likeness. Now, if you do not have explicit given permission from your client, that's okay. You can tell a sort of ghost story where you're going to say, hey guys, I want to tell you a quick story about a client of mine. He's in financial services. And when we first started working together, here was the problem that he had. And after working with us and using our service, he's now at this result. That's essentially the framework of a client appreciation post. All you're doing is you're telling how your client went from point A to point B using your product or service. And what that does is it, again, highlights you as the expert that can solve problems. It's also going to take advantage of the social media algorithm because it's going to deliver this type of content to people with that problem that you're solving. So this client appreciation post, again, whether you have people that have raised a hand and said, great, I'm your testimonial, or you just have maybe an industry that you've worked with. It doesn't have to be a specific person. So I don't want you guys to box yourself in and we'll say, my clients don't let their faces be known. That's great. A lot of financial and other sectors, that's not permitted. You don't need the actual face. It is really powerful when you can have that moment, that personal connection, like when you collect a testimonial video with Dubb. That would be the ultimate version of this, right, guys? you use the Dubb platform, the video reply feature, to capture the testimonial from the client. And then that becomes part of the post. So for those of you guys that aren't aware, I know we have a little bit more people in the room today. There is, of course, the testimonial capture feature on Dubb where they just click a button. And so if you have any clients, this is your perfect social post. You didn't even have to create it. You just said, hey, John, tell me what it was like to work with me. That becomes the perfect social post. So whether you have your client and their face, or you want to tell, like I said, a ghost story where it's not necessarily a specific person, but it's like an industry or a profile, your ideal customer profile is who this appreciation post should be about. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. It's not overly complicated. And if you have been in business for any length of time, you have some number of clients to appreciate and share the wealth and the knowledge about. So guys, those are two now formulas for perfect social posts for any business that can be rinsed and repeated literally every day for every client. You could even do this same post for the same client from a different angle, right? Maybe your product or service solved more than one problem for this client. You don't necessarily have to capture all that in one post. You can just be really specific. First, we solved this problem, and another post, we solved that problem. So again, two formulas now for you guys for repeatable posts that have a lot of value that can bring you clients and leads immediately. Now, there's a third one here. Unfortunately, Rob wasn't able to attend this one with us, but it is included, guys, in the deliverables. The overview of that is your value proposition post, where you provide value, right? Your business, product, or service has value to the market, and you simply need to let people know. Like in real estate, everyone knows this. So like nobody knows you're a real estate agent unless you have to go let everybody know. So it's the same thing. Whatever your value proposition is, that is a perfect social post if you haven't done one yet already. People need to know what you're about. And no better way to do that than to let them know directly. So that's basically the formula. Rob has some more specific instructions for you guys about really how to construct a good value proposition to create that post. But again, that is also a rinse and repeatable formula because you probably have more than one thing you do well, right, in your business. You probably have more than one value proposition or one direction or angle you could take on that value proposition. Like I help specifically these people, but I also help specifically these people, buyers, sellers, right? So that same formula can be rinsed and repeated. Your value proposition post where you're telling the market, the social media, right, the world, how you're bringing value to them. So there's three rinse repeatable formulas. Again, there's full tutorials, each little link, so you guys don't have to come rewatch the webinar. You'll get the deliverable asset, which will have little 2-minute tutorials for each of these social post outlines. Okay, any questions on those three perfect social posts? Perfect is a term here, right? Like nothing's perfect, guys. We're always just striving for improvement, but they're good. Let's go with that. So any questions on that, let us know. We will address every single chat and Q&A question. So make sure you don't go unheard. And Ina, if you want to come back into the slides, we're going to get a little more actionable here too. We're going to go into actually how to do these things, guys. I've given you the formula for the three things of what you should record immediately, 3 perfect social posts. We have more coming, don't worry. But let's get into actually how to start recording these, because there's a number of ways, there's a number of options, and it's really about what works best for you. How do you feel most comfortable? Is it in front of your mobile device? Is it in front of your computer, your webcam? We have options for both, and very powerful options here, guys, to make this as easy as possible. As Ruben mentioned at the beginning here, we have teleprompters, we have built-in video editing, we have so many things here that are designed to make this process really as simple as it can be. It's still not easy, right? No one's going to say this is so easy. That would be misleading. It's like cold calling or something. You get a skill, you develop it, it becomes easy. So what do we need here, guys? What tech do we actually need? First of all, you just need Dubb. In terms of software, Dubb can do every single thing you need to do what we're talking about today. The AI, the research part, the script writing, the teleprompter, the actual recording, even the posting. Everything we're going to talk about today is all taken care of with just Dubb. The only thing outside of Dubb is the spreadsheet we're going to give you for your content calendar. So What do you need? Dubb. What else do you need? You need a camera, a decent camera. Guys, if you're on a really old computer with a little really old school webcam, it's time to upgrade. I'm going to recommend you both upgrade your work machine and your webcam. Mostly your work machine, because guys, if you I've seen clients with really old computers and it's just struggling. If your computer is your source of income, it's worth the investment. Get a new computer. If it's old and slowing you down, you're losing probably hours a day in productivity. So computer is one. Webcam is important. If it's really old, it's going to be really grainy and poor. Everyone's webcam that I can see here, which was quite a few people's, everyone's was sufficient here. So great, good job. Nobody has a terrible ancient webcam that I can see. So everyone's good there. Cell phone, again, anything modern within the past few years, iPhone, whatever, 8 or 6 even and up, has pretty decent cameras. So the camera's fine on your phone. You will not need like a DSLR or something fancy. Outside of this, depending on your industry, guys, if you are recording outside videos, we're going to recommend an external or lapel mic. iPhones are great, but they just aren't great in the wind. They aren't great in nature. So if you're outdoor filming, things like that, we will recommend a lapel mic. So that's all you need. You have your phones in your pocket, you have your webcams on your computer, and you have Dubb. And if you don't, then you're going to have it by the end of today. So is PC mic sufficient? Absolutely, guys. Most built-in cameras and webcams and microphones are sufficient. Again, if it's really old though, like 10 years or something, probably not. It definitely needs an upgrade if it's 10 years old. So, but yeah, most of the time is sufficient. Look, we have some people dropping in some good webcams into the chat there. We love the community, guys. So if people have recommendations, by all means. But don't think that you need it. That's more important. Don't think that you need to do extra investments to do the basics here. Okay, we've talked about the tech that you need. Dubb, your phone, your webcam. Keep the questions coming in, guys. We're going to answer them all. Now let's talk about how to actually record. Ruben,
I can actually mention real quick, Darius. I can mention a couple of tips on tech. So the first thing is that you can get one of these lapel microphones right here. This is a lapel clip-on microphone that has a wire to an 1/8-inch cable. Let me go ahead and can you spotlight me? So lapel microphone with an 1/8-inch cable, and then this is the adapter, this is for an iPhone. So I plug this into the 1/8-inch, and then this gives me a lightning cable. Now I can also have the USB-C cable. I can also get one of these adapters, which I have somewhere around my office. I can actually get one of these for an Android. So whether you're using your iPhone or your Android, you're going to be able to connect that lapel microphone. The other microphone, which is kind of a little bit more expensive, those ones you can get for 10 or 20 or 30 bucks. Rode is the sort of name brand, but there's a lot of aftermarket ones that I work just fine. I would just encourage you guys to look at the reviews. And then the webcams that I recommend, this is the minimum webcam that I recommend, which is the Logitech. This is an HD, it's basically their HD 1080p webcam. And then the one up from that is the Brio Logitech, and that's a 4K camera. That's really good. Those are two pieces of tech that you should use. And then we have this wireless Bluetooth microphone, which we're promoting, called the Hollyland. And that's on Amazon right now. I think it's on sale for like $100 or so. And it's Bluetooth. But what's interesting is that you actually plug in the transmitter directly to the phone. So you don't need to go to Bluetooth and configure it. In fact, Bluetooth iPhone cameras, you can't even use a Bluetooth microphone. You have to use some third-party app. So it's a very easy way to get a wireless clip-on lapel microphone that you can plug into an iPhone or an Android. So, if you could share the links for the iPhone and the Android for that, encourage you guys to check those out. Microphones are critical. Microphones are so important because without good sound, people can't really hear us. This is kind of a fancy one. This is the Shure SM7B. This is the one that Michael Jackson used for Thriller, the best-selling album of all time, maybe minus some metrics on Taylor Swift. I'm not really sure. If you want any kind of more additional pro tips, if you want to spend hundreds of dollars on tech, then just send a comment and I'll give you guys some tips. But a lot of this stuff you can buy for 10, 20, 30, 50 bucks max. And it's such an investment. Darius is right. If you have an old computer, if you have an old phone, it's probably time to upgrade. It makes sense. It's going to be your best ROI.
Good. Look, we got testimonials on the merchandise there in the chat. So it's
Okay,
good
cool.
equipment, guys. Good. Okay. We were talking about the 3 assets we delivered. Ina, I think you were going to reshare slides for me. No, I wanted to talk. Yeah, you're right, about the actual recording process, guys. Ruben, do you want to cover mobile or desktop app?
Mobile for sure.
Cool. All right, go for it, and then I'll cover desktop next.
Okay, cool. I need
Okay, I'll do desktop now, and then you'll cover mobile. Okay,
I'll get set up.
I want to show you guys. We've added so much to the desktop app, guys. It's come so far. Let me show you just how cool this thing has become. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so this is the desktop app, guys, and it is powering up our clients' social channels left and right. As soon as people realize what it's capable of, they're like, "Wow, I can do this now," and it makes it so much easier. So here is how this is making it easier. The first thing is the teleprompter. So when you don't know what to say, ask the AI, put it in the teleprompter. Your scripts will be written for you. We'll talk about more on that in the AI and the teleprompter piece in a minute, but the teleprompter is going to be accessible to you guys so that you can record from your script while you're recording your screen or yourself. That's part one. The other piece here is there's some really nice advanced annotation tools so you guys can make your videos look a little bit more interesting, like number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can do arrows or text on the screen. Things like that to just make your videos a little bit more dynamic without having to go give it to an editor and things like that. You can produce all this yourself. You can do multiple clips. So here, I'm going to record a quick clip and I'm going to say, here's part 1 of my video, check mark. And then now I'm going to take the intro. I have a YouTube channel, and in my YouTube channel, there's an intro video, right? So now I'm going to go take my YouTube intro and I'm going to drop it in here into the timeline. And then I'm going to reorder that. So I'm going to say, okay, there's my YouTube intro. And then I'm going to switch the order of it so that I have my intro, then the video I just recorded, and then I can add another clip in, which is my outro. So now I have my intro, my outro, and then I can reorder those clips. And now I have my perfect social post ready to export and deliver. So this is the other piece that we've added, guys, is the multiple clips. And then finally, there's the trimming. So if you made any mistakes or you need to come tighten anything up, you are able to edit these clips in real time. So you can trim out your mistakes, trim out the pieces maybe that you messed up, and then upload that again directly to social or other platforms. You can download it to edit more if you want. So the trimmer is also built in where you can just select the little frames that you want to take out and then cut them away. So teleprompter, multiple clips, built-in trimming, advanced annotation tools. And finally, this one's actually probably the most important for social, guys. Let me just give an example here. So just for maybe we have some real estate people in the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up a little real estate report here. Now, instead of, actually, now where's a headline? I want like a nice headline. Sacramento real estate headline. Let's see here. I'm just looking for a little article I want to share, something that looks interesting. I guess theirs is probably the best. So usually they have some little gem here, like whatever the percentage are. And what I can do is instead of having to try to figure out how to do this on my mobile, which Ruben's going to show us, it's possible there too. I can shrink this now to a 916 frame. Let me get this out of the way. And that, and that. And now I can use, sorry guys, I have all this junk on my desktop. I can use the desktop app to record a specific frame, which in this case is going to be 916. So now I have a perfect framed social post. Because you guys, if you're familiar, if you've posted on social yet, like YouTube Shorts or TikTok or one of these platforms, they want you to post in 916. And so now I have my perfect 916 video. I'm going to drag my little vertical bubble into it. And now I can record a video that's vertical style and, again, power up my social channel here. So the content that I just talked about, the client appreciation post, the expert insight, the value proposition, all can be created just like this and now power up your social channel for shorts and other vertical style channels that are preferred that way. They prefer or require vertical video. So this is the other key to what we've added here to the technology, guys, to make this whole thing possible. Teleprompters, vertical video. So if you're I'm a desktop person mostly. I don't use as much. Actually, I guess I'm more 50-50 now. Used to be just only desktop recordings, and this is the go-to for that. So for those all right desktop peeps, this is how you power up your social channel, guys. Your 916s, or if you're regular YouTube or like a LinkedIn wide style, you have your regular landscape views as well, or you can just do full screen. So this is the tool, guys, to power up your videos, to create the content we're talking about. Ruben, you ready for mobile?
Yeah, let's do this. All right. Any questions, comments? I just want to reiterate what just happened there. We're using a desktop app to record social media videos. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm on my phone for too long, I get these crab hands, like carpal tunnel and tendonitis, and it's not healthy stuff to keep holding that phone, right? So sometimes I use devices like this, if I'm testing something or if I'm trying to record something, sort of a holder here. Or sometimes I use desktop apps to do what I would normally do on my phone. So just to reiterate, there is a canvas size option to record a social media video, which is 9x16, which can be posted on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, anywhere you'd like to post. And the reason why that's valuable is because you can record these at scale. A lot of people, it takes hours to record social media videos. In fact, sometimes it takes people weeks or months because they just keep procrastinating it. Imagine if you blocked out a time in your calendar once a month, once a week, where you actually said, you know what, I'm going to record 10 videos. And you got into a flow. And it's okay if you're wearing the same metaphorical t-shirt. It's okay if the vibe is the same, because people aren't going to remember that. People are just going to be receiving and learning from the value that you're sharing. So if that was valuable, what Darius just showed, please put a big fat 1 in the chat. I'm going to get ready to showcase the mobile experience of this. Okay. A lot of 1s for you, Darius. Nice job.
We got another guy. Can you show that again? So I'll show it again.
Okay, cool. Nice. Let's get this.
It was fast, right, guys? I'm like quick draw McGraw or something here. Just stuff out. So really quick here, guy. Not really quick. Slower this time. I'm going to launch the desktop app because it is a desktop app. It's not a browser based. So I'm going to go to my desktop, my applications, and then I'm going to find Dubb there, and I'm going to launch it. And now once my Dubb application is launched, I'm going to select the option to record my screen. And then that is going to bring up my screen recording controls, at which point I can select what type of screen size I would like to select. The example that we gave was I selected 916. And then once I turn this, you see the little red line, I turn this feature on, it gives me that 916 frame, which then I can resize to capture whatever I'm trying to capture here, like this article. And then I can put my little bubble into it. So I'm a part of that. And then I would hit record. I can still access my teleprompter there, screen drawing tools, all that in the same post. So this is how you'd create that vertical style. And then if you needed another landscape, like a traditional YouTube video or something, then you could either go landscape and record a specific frame, or you could just go full size, not a custom size, and it'll record your entire screen. So that's how you'll get all of that technology in one tool: teleprompter, pausing, clips, annotations, all that stuff for you guys in the one location. So in fact, one other cool thing is the desktop app has the full website. And a lot of desktop app users that I've talked to, they end up just using Dubb on their desktop. They don't even go onto the browser anymore. So Dubb is like their desktop app only. They do everything in Dubb, and then they go do their other stuff in their browsers. So the desktop app also includes that. Cool.
Nice.
Ready for mobile?
Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to what a lot of influencers are saying, business, social media, real estate influencers, Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this a lot. He talks about the importance of doing screen videos because there's a little bit of it's not fully accessible for everyone to do screen videos because it is a slightly technical skill. So the people that do screen videos just get a lot more traction, a lot more views because it's something to look at. It's not just like a talking head. Not to say that that's a guarantee, but it's definitely something that's more visually captivating, and it sort of focuses people's eyes on something very specific. especially if there's a story arc with a problem and then a solution and an after state. So a lot of really good stuff that you can do in there. Consistency is key. All right, here we go. Let's share the screen. Just so you guys know what I'm doing tech-wise, we're in Zoom. I've got a lightning cable in my iPhone connected to my USB-C in my MacBook Pro, and then I'm sharing my phone, not my screen, my phone in Zoom. So this is kind of a cool feature where you can share your screen. Let's see if it works. All right. I guess do you guys see my code? All right, cool. So can you guys see that?
Yep.
All right,
yes.
Cool. Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a quick demo on how to use the Dubb mobile app to record a social media video. Okay. So the first thing that I always want to do is I want to start with the AI assistant. Okay. I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to paste my topic. Let's write one from scratch. Write a testimonial video on Jason. I'm going to go 75 words, just a rough script. I could have done a lot better. I could have given much better prompts here, but it's a starting point. Okay, so now we're going to use some AI. I might love this. I might hate this. It's my starting point. That's funny. It says, "Hi, my name is Rachel." AI is funny sometimes. And I wanted to share my incredible experience with Dubb. So this is like a starting point, right? So what I can do is I can go in and I can actually change some of this copy. And then once I get it to the point where I like it, I can add to scripts here and it's in my scripts now. Okay. Now when I go to my camera, this is the Dubb mobile app camera. What I can do is I can click on this button right here, which is the teleprompter. I can select my video script right here. And now I've got my teleprompter open, ready to roll. Okay. So this is how I would be able to read directly from the teleprompter while recording my video. So this is the first thing that I can do. Okay. Now I'm not going to read this script because I just haven't read it. So I'll probably flub my lines. Normally I would practice my script. But the other thing that you can do once you've recorded this script is you can flip your camera and then you can actually go to a specific page on your website where it's something visual. So in this case, I'm going to bring up this actual testimonial that I have from Jason. And here it is. And now I can actually include this clip as my second clip.
Dubb is 100% followers. Every cell that we have comes to Dubb. Send a selfie video using Dubb to a CEO of a billion-dollar organization. They always get watched and they always respond.
Yeah, so there I've got my clip. If you notice here below, I've got my clip right here, right? So what's really neat about this is that I can start with my intro clip and then I can have my secondary clip. And then if I want to, I can add actually a third clip. So what I'm doing here is I'm building my sequence of clips. There's my third clip. So now I've got a couple of clips ready to roll, okay? Now what I can do if I want, I can actually record my screen from the Dubb mobile app. I'm not going to do it now, but I'll just show you the button, which is right there. So if there's something on your mobile phone that you want to record, you can also do that right there. There's a lot of filters that I can add. Like this is like skin smoothing. This is like a Zoom has this feature. This is black and white. If you want to go vintage, some cool sepia tones, you can have fun with this. You know, find something that you like. It's not required. You can import clips from your phone. So if you've recorded a video in the past, you can actually import a clip right here from your phone. So let's say I have a testimonial video. Actually, this is kind of perfect because this is a testimonial video from Jason. So boom, now I've got another clip that I've imported from my phone. And I can really easily build a story here, right? And then if I want to complete this, then I just click the next button. It's going to merge these clips. And I can do some other additional editing if I so choose. So now if I want to, I can save this to my drafts folder. I don't know how many people know about this new feature on Dubb, but there's a drafts folder now on the Dubb mobile app. So if you want to come back to this, you can click drafts, or you can upload it to Dubb, or you can download it to Dubb. This is the download button right here. And I think what's really valuable about this, if you guys are putting the pieces together here, just imagine scheduling once a month session with yourself or with someone else where you just go and record 20 videos just like this. And you just have a content calendar, which Darius and Nina showed us how to do. We've got a spreadsheet, which we're going to share with you guys. And you can batch record all of your content on this using AI, using scripts, using a teleprompter, using multiple clips, and then downloading it to your phone. And then, of course, after that, if you want, you can, what we typically do is we upload it to our Google Drive folder. Darius, can you still see my mobile phone? You can, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is my Google Drive folder, my social media Google Drive. And I have my ads, I have my social posts. I'll title them accordingly. In fact, sure enough, here's the video. Here's a bunch of videos that we created on exactly this one thing on our Jason Forrest testimonial. So we're going to be publishing these soon. And then after that, what I typically do is I copy the link and then I go to Asana, which is my project management tool. You can use any project management tool you want. There's so many. There's ClickUp, there's Monday, there's Basecamp, there's Asana. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. You can even use a Google spreadsheet. So it's up to you. And then I go in this case and I attach, I can actually upload, I can attach my Dubb video link if I want once this uploads. Or what I can do is I can just attach the Google Drive link. So whatever is easy for you is what we recommend that you do. So in this case, I'm going to upload this video and then I'll have a link on Dubb where either myself or someone else can download this in the future. Now, the other pro tip that I'll show in just one second is this ability to actually batch publish your videos on pretty much any social network. So let's get this thing uploaded. So here's our video. I can copy this link, copy URL, go into my task, and edit this, paste this, save. In this case, I assigned it to Caleb from my team. Shout out to Caleb. He does our social media posting and editing. He's an awesome guy. Thank you so much, Caleb. And but the pro thing, if you want to really sort of jump this, and if you want to publish this yourself and do it yourself, is actually to go right to Instagram yourself, to click on the plus button. You can upload any video you want. Let's just upload this. Click on the next button and then actually save this to your drafts folder, which is right here. If you guys can see that right there, that's the drafts folder in Instagram. And that's extremely powerful because let's say that you don't have someone to support you right now on social. That's totally fine. Record your video and just get it to the 1 yard line. Just click on the drafts folder. You can put your caption in here. And then save to drafts. And then what's really great about this is that, did that work? Save to draft. Is it allowing me to do that? Normally this works. Save to draft. Does it want one more video? Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a bug on Instagram right now, but I can't click the save. Oh, is it because there's no testimonial? Sorry, there's no text? Save draft. Anyways, there's a little bit of a glitch on Instagram right now. I can't explain that, but I promise you it works like a champ. In fact, we probably have a drafts folder right here somewhere on our account where you can actually go into your drafts folder and you can see all the posts that you've been wanting to share. So there it is right there, drafts. So here's my drafts. I think it was saving. I think there was some strange glitch in there. Anyways, here's my drafts. And then if I want to bring this back up, sure enough, I can go and repost this. So does Instagram natively have the ability to schedule a video? I think the answer is, I don't think it can. Does anyone know about the ability to schedule a post on Instagram? I'm actually not sure about that right now. I don't see that. So I don't see the ability to schedule on Instagram right now through the Instagram app. If anyone knows some insight about that, I'd love to get some feedback. Is that available on the desktop app? I'm not sure. What we typically do is we just save it to our drafts and then we have someone go actually publish directly from the drafts folder. So hopefully that was helpful. Just to recap what I did there. Number one is that I start with my content calendar and I figure out what what topics are relevant for me. Okay. The second thing that I do is I go and I add the scripts into my teleprompter. That way, when I record a video, I can actually read from the teleprompter, or even just not even word for word verbatim, but even just use it as an outline to keep me on track, to keep me at the 30-second or 60-second mark. Then what I do is I make sure to use multiple clips to make it dynamic. I can import clips from my phone, from my screen, front camera, back camera. I sort of assemble those clips into multiple clips. If you don't want to use multiple clips, that's okay. You can keep it simple. And then I download that video to my phone. I can upload it to my desktop. I can share it on email or Slack or AirDrop.
Oh, did Ruben freeze?
Yeah,
Okay, I think Ruben froze.
you froze.
No worries. Okay, he'll probably come back in a second. Ina, can you go ahead and reshare the slide? We're just recapping what Ruben just provided, which was the mobile version of the how to record these videos. So click to the next one for me, Ina. Okay, so we told you guys we're going to give you the perfect simple prompt. Simple sometimes is really good. And in this case, it's very useful. If you guys don't have any sort of content calendar planned yet, write this sentence down. It's going to be in the deliverables, but this is the sentence you guys are going to put into the AI that we just showed you, except you're going to replace the X with your business, whatever your type of business is. And you want to be a little bit more specific. So if you're a real estate, I want to focus on buyers or sellers, tell it that. If you're in a specific area of real estate, say that, or whatever your expertise is. So write 30 topics for videos that I should create for social media posts to generate leads for my insurance business, for my life insurance business, not just insurance, life insurance, not just real estate, for my, commercial real estate. Again, just be as specific as you can there in the last part where X is. But this is it, guys. This will give you 30 relatively good topics, and then you can take those individual topics, and then you take the one topic, you copy and paste it, and have the AI write your full script for it, and then you import the script into the teleprompter. So when I told you we were going to give you a one simple prompt, this is really it. It's one simple sentence, and you enter this sentence with your business customization at the end, and it's going to give you 30 topics. And the reason we're just saying 30 here is because that's what we're talking about in this training is 1 month of content batch recording. So replace 30 with 10, with 20, with whatever you want, right? But this sentence will give you a number of topics. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that topic, re-enter it into the AI, and say, write me a message, write me a script using this topic. And then it's going to give you the script, and then you import it into the teleprompter. So again, this will be part of the deliverables, or you guys can write it down right now. I encourage you guys to go pop this into the AI as soon as you get a chance, because this is the easy way to get your content calendar. The 3 topics that we gave you guys will probably be one of those 30 that the AI generates, something just like it. But we gave you those 3 with more specific instruction because we know those 3 are really good and repeatable for your business. So guys, any questions on this one? Make sure you write it down. We're going to go ahead and move to the next slide, but that's the perfect prompt. We will get it to you in case you didn't write it down or didn't attend today. So next slide, All right, this is what we were just talking about. Let me just give you guys a quick visual on the desktop version. Ruben actually did a great job showing the mobile version of the AI, but I'm going to share my screen real quick and just show you guys the desktop version. So right here on the Dubb website, so when you log into Dubb, it's the first thing you're going to see is the AI assistant. And so when you enter that prompt, right, let me just do it really quick. Grab that sentence from right here. 1 second.
Am I unfrozen?
Yeah, you're unfrozen now.
Okay, got it. I thawed.
Okay,
Sorry about that, guys. I'm actually plugged in on Ethernet. That was surprising.
We'll just put in real estate as an easy one. So real estate business, and I don't need it to be, I just want 150 words. So we'll go submit, write 30 topics. So then now it's going to take a few seconds here, and it's going to generate those 30 topics for me. And then I'm going to take the one of those topics that's my favorite, and I'm going to say, okay, write me a script for this topic. And then that's what we're going to use to then populate the content calendar we're sharing with you guys. This is to just provide you the skeleton, the framework, so you have a starting point. So you're not starting from nothing. You don't have to come build the spreadsheet yourself. You're just going to click the link we're going to provide. It's going to take you to the sheet. And then you're going to come here and take one of these topics and say, okay, great, your ultimate home buying guide. What would I say? Let's ask the AI and say, write me a, just delete all that. Write me a message about this topic. And the reason I actually say message and not script is because if I say script, it likes to put like literal script, like intro, you're in this scene, and then you walk into the scene and you say this, and then another person says that. Like we're not
Hollywood movie.
Yeah, we don't want a movie script. We just want a message. So, and I want this to be longer. It's a longer post, a couple minutes long. So I'm going to go 240 words, and I'm just going to click resubmit. And now it's going to take that topic that it generated for us, and it's going to give us a perfect little script. Maybe it needs a little bit of tweaking, 1 or 2 words or some things I can customize or change from it. And then as soon as it's done generating, I click the add to scripts button, and that's going to pop it into my teleprompter, which I can then record from either on the desktop as I showed or through the mobile as Ruben showed. So this is how the whole thing, guys, powers itself up. And we've given you a couple more pieces of the puzzle here. So we have your skeleton calendar, content calendar, with a couple of pieces there to get you started. And then now you guys have the instruction, the perfect tool here to help you populate the rest of your calendar. So I'm going to take this thing right here. I'm going to paste this right into my content calendar because I'm not going to record it right now. Maybe I'll add to my scripts and I'll go put that in my content calendar. So now I have the topic, I have the script, and I'm going to put a date on it so that I have accountability, so that I have organization, so that I have a deadline to now deliver on. So that's how it all works. Let's I
wanted to get some feedback. So out of the following types of social media videos, what do you guys connect with most? Number one is using your phone, direct to camera, sort of speaking direct to the camera. So, big face in the social media post. So let's call that face videos. So if you like face videos, put face videos in there. The second option is screen videos, which is what we showed, where we can actually show our screen and then show some value on the screen. So if you like screen videos, put screen videos. And then if you like, what would be the third option? Like some sort of a hybrid, maybe screen plus face videos. I'd just like to know what the interest in is and what the sort of comfort level is on these types of videos, so that we can figure out how we can give a little bit more construction. So let's see, we got hybrid, we got 50-50, screen video plus face, screen, hybrid. So far, all of them except for one has screen. So that makes a lot of sense. So we're seeing a lot of hybrids in here. So yeah, I think the desktop app is such a fantastic way to do it. I did want to show one more thing actually on the Dubb mobile app. Resume share. Let's see here. All right. Can you guys see my screen, hopefully? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to speak at all. I'm just going to record a bunch of clips here. And I'm going to do a tour of my little computer setup here. All right, I have this unbelievable tour of my MacBook here. I'm going to win an Oscar for this one. Here's what I can do. I can take I can take multiple clips of anything that I want, an office tour, a real estate tour, stuff that I can show on my screen, anything that I want. I can merge those clips together to get a visual story. Okay. Here's a visual story. I don't have to show my face. I can if I want, but I don't have to. And then what I can do is I can click on this. You see this microphone button? See this microphone right here? That's our voiceover feature. A lot of people don't know about this. It's very powerful. What you can do is you can click on the microphone icon, and then I can click on this button right here, this red button at the bottom, and I can actually add my voiceover. So here's what that looks like. I don't know if it's going to work with the Zoom wire being plugged in, but let's give it a shot. This is a tour of what my MacBook looks like on my desk. Check out the microphone and the keyboard and the screen here. It's pretty amazing. So now what I've done is I recorded a voiceover that exists on my video footage. And here, sure enough, I can play this and it's going to play. This is a tour of what I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this is the audio of this. And then once I burn that in, I can turn down my original audio. There it is. So now I have a screen. Let's call this a screen video or call it a back camera video with voiceover added after the fact. So that's really powerful. I mean, think about how empowering that is. I mean, the next time you're at something that you would love to show a client or a prospect, record that. Give an office tour. If you're with a client. The other thing that you can do is you can import clips. So let's say that you went to a conference, or let's say that you met with a client, or let's say that you did a tour of something. You can record individual clips on your phone, and then you can actually import those, which is really easy to do. In fact, I should probably show how to do that. Let me show that real quick.
And I think David said your recording is showing in reversed. Is it possible to mirror? I'm not sure I see that. It looks like your recording is not in reverse, right?
I can always tell by the Dubb logo on my shirt. Is that reversed?
Oh yeah, no. So that's reversed now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
your recording that you looked at didn't look reversed. Like when you were looking at the video.
Oh, right.
Looked like you were looking straight at the computer. So
yeah. So if are you on the iPhone 14? If so, I think it switches. There's some new rule that Apple does. We actually added this switch, mirror my video. Just let's make sure that we did what Darius just mentioned, because that Dubb logo is not correct now. But if I record this, play,
there you go.
It's actually correct there. So I think that's the way that these cameras work a little bit, because when you're recording, you want to look at it as if it's a mirror, because it kind of is a mirror. But then when you record it, you see what it looks like from an external perspective. So there's some interesting stuff there, but just play around with it, what it looks like when you're recording, and then the output. And then just make sure, if you want, just make sure to click on that switch. iPhone 14 users need this switch. So I think that's what we're learning here. So that's why we added it. So mirror my video. I'm going to shut mine off since I'm not iPhone 14. Okay. So what was I going to show? I was going to go here, and I was going to click on this icon right here. This here is the import clips icon. Okay. So if I click on this, I can actually go to my phone library and I can add a bunch of clips here. Whichever one I want. Let's say I want to add this one. Add clips. So now I can keep adding clips from my phone, and I can build a little bit of a story here. And then I can do, of course, the same thing that I just mentioned, which is, oh, that one has to be 3 seconds. Okay. So now I have a couple of clips. Now I can do the same thing. I can merge my clips together. I can trim those if I want to. I didn't, but I can. Okay. Merge these clips together. And then what I can do is I can go do voiceover here. Now, again, this is really powerful. I'm really curious. Does anyone have use cases for this? Here, and then sure enough, here I can do my voiceover. So I'd like to open up the floor. Did that make sense to folks? Do you understand that? Is there demand for that? Do you have use cases? Let me know in the chat if you have a purpose for that type of thing. That's just yet another example on how you can create a screen video or a hybrid video, because it seems like that's what the demand is here based on the chat.
Right. And there was a couple things about music. So that, yeah, you guys can add music to those at any point. So let's say if you recorded that video and you did your voiceover, then you can still go add music to it and reduce the voiceover. Or let's say you just did a complete video, it's all the way edited, and then now you want to add music to it. You can do that as well. You would just have to re-import the video into the Dubb app, and you'll go back into the editor. So yeah, you can add music to existing videos, or it can be added to the video as you're recording them.
Yeah. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret pro tip. I'm a total audio snob, audiophile. Like I love audio technology. I love audio recording. It's so much fun. I spend way too much money on this. But here's the pro tip. Recording a video or recording audio in your car with your iPhone or your Android is absolutely amazing. The quality is there. There's sound insulation, the fabric in your car, the seats, the insulation from the vehicle, because they want to prevent the engine noise from coming in. It all works in your favor. You don't even need to use an external microphone. So the next time you are someplace and you can't record your voice, but you can capture your visuals, just grab your native camera on your phone and record a bunch of clips. Trim those if you want or not, and then import those into the Dubb mobile app, and then add your voiceover. One of the features that I absolutely love on Apple, and I think actually Android has this as well, and I just want to know how many people know about this, because when I learned about this, I was kind of blown away. So this is my native camera on my phone, okay? So if you notice right now on the bottom, it says photo. It does not say video. It says photo, okay? So normally most of us just say, oh, photo, let me just click it, and I've got a photo. Now, here's the thing that most people don't know about on iPhone, and I think on Android. If you hold down the trigger button, you can actually capture a video. So if I hold it down, it's actually recording a video. You can see the timer. And I can zoom in if I move my thumb up. How cool is that, guys? I'm just moving my thumb up on the screen. Okay, I'm literally just moving this thumb up on my screen. So if you guys are curious to use that, go to your iPhone or Android, hold the trigger down and push up, and it's going to zoom in. Now, I like that for two reasons, okay? Number one, it's very important to be intentional with your clips. The last thing you want to do is like what our dads and granddads did when they had those old school video cameras and they just kept rolling it at the kids' party, and there was like hours and hours of footage. That's not really what we do anymore. Now it's very intentional. We just capture one clip of our kid blowing out the candles on the birthday cake. We don't need to record the entire event, right? So it's very important to be very intentional with the clips that you record. Only capture what you absolutely need to capture. Get in late and get out early, okay? And then the second thing is that if you want to really focus something, you can do that extreme zoom in. Now, realize something. If you go too extreme on the zoom, it's going to look like a scene from The Office, where it's going to look like that funny scene. It's going to look comical. So if that's your intention, go and do that. Just be subtle with the zoom or the pan or the scroll for whatever matter it is. You can add a little bit of cinematography with your phone, but I would just say be subtle with that. You could also use the same feature on the Dubb mobile app. So if you actually pinch the screen, you can zoom in or zoom out. And then, of course, on the Dubb mobile app, it's click or it's tap on that trigger. So if you tap it, it'll start recording. And then when you tap it again, it'll stop recording. And if you hold it down, it'll record the entire time until you release your phone. Same thing on the iPhone. A lot of information. We're drinking from a fire hose here. Let's just get started. Pick one thing, guys. What's the one takeaway? Maybe put that in the chat. What is the one thing that you can do based on everything that you learned? Is it using the Dubb desktop app to record a screen video? Is it using the Dubb mobile app to record multiple clips? Is it recording a bunch of clips and then doing voiceover in your car? What did you guys connect to? What makes most sense to you? Because whatever it is, it's probably going to be good if you're consistent.
Great question there, Stacy. There's new info every week, guys. So these sessions that we host it's going to be something different. Sometimes it's recycled from a couple months ago. It's a new spin or a new take on a similar strategy, but it's new info every week for you guys. So come back as often as you'd like to learn. We're always going to be here. We're always researching, and we're always trying to make sure you guys are up to speed on the latest and greatest of how to use our technology to take advantage of the landscape, right? With whatever's out there. So social media was this week's was on the plate. So
yeah, we have so many tutorial videos. Chances are, if there's something that you want to learn how to do, just throw it in Google. How to use the Dubb mobile app, how to use the Dubb teleprompter, support.dubb.com. We have trainings every single day, Monday through Friday. This beautiful human being right here, Darius Santos, is so gracious to give us his time to train us. I don't know how many co-founders of a company do that. It's so powerful. Dubb.com/T, as in this guy's awesome. Join us there. Upgrade your account if you haven't done so on Dubb. We're here to support you guys. We've got a deal. If anyone has not yet upgraded your Dubb account, put one in the comments and we'll get you our best deal.
Uh, good last question there too. Max says, with your AI, is there a maximum number of requests? I think it was 100,000 previously, and I think we upped it since then. We saw that the usage we could increase. So I think we increased it there for Mac. So I think it's probably 200,000 is what we made it. So there is some limit. If you guys hit that limit, we're proud of you. Come let us know. We want more people to use it. So
yeah, congratulations for for hitting that limit. Nice
right.
job.
Yeah. Right. Is that it? Only 100,000? Right. Yeah. Good. Glad you guys have a sense of humor too. All right. Look. Okay. Good. We got a couple people there that need an upgrade. We'll reach out to you with our best offer for our new clients. And if you're returning, you're coming back, we have a same special offer for you. We appreciate you guys. People come back, guys. We have so many people that find Dubb. We teach them how to fish for themselves, and then that company, they move on to another company and they come rebuy Dubb at their new company, and it's great. And we love that. So guys are, like I said, you're returning customers. We'll make sure you're locked in at whatever you had before, and we want to encourage you guys to stick with us, and we'll keep bringing new stuff for you guys too. So
I'll leave you guys with a little social opportunity here. This is kind of a cool feature on Instagram. If you open up your Instagram account, and if you click on this little plus button on your icon right there, you can actually use your camera, take a video of the group here. I'm going to snap this, and I'm going to add some text here and say, great session with the Dubb community.
That was a terrible snap though, because all we see is your phone.
Oh, okay. So
gotta get like the grid view of the people's profile pictures or something.
Okay, so I don't
think you can do it. Yeah, you can't do it while doing the mobile share.
No, but that's see, honestly, when I get feedback like that, I have to take it. Like I have to take that feedback.
Cancel the share, go grid view, capture all our beautiful faces here, and then snap that. That's worthwhile of a post. Cool.
Great training. Share. Boom. It's a story. Done. Awesome. Go check our Instagram and connect with us. And if you want to take a snapshot of this on your Instagram stories, we'd love to connect with you guys and network even more and share the wealth and share the love. Appreciate you guys.
Ruben, I'm just going to stick around and answer a couple questions.
Okay, cool.
Addressed. So, all right, here we go, guys. I'm going to go through in the order that they were received. So, okay, no question there. No question there. Where's the first one? How long should LinkedIn video posts be? Steve Duke, if you're still here, there you are, my friend. How long should LinkedIn video posts be? So that's a great question. Typically, just because the way people's attention spans are, social media posts are usually shorter in nature, like 2 minutes or less. You are welcome to do something longer. Just realize the views it's so weird because on a longer video, if someone's paying attention, the algorithm is going to say, wow, this video is getting a lot of watch time. Let's show this to more people. Whereas if it's like a 5-second video, even if it's watched 100%, it doesn't rack up the same watch time. So it's not going to get shown to as many people as, say, a longer video would. So there's some balance there between, short and long. I would say don't put a 30-minute post up there, right? That's no one does that. Shorter videos are generally where people's attention spans are at right now, like TikTok and Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Those are all becoming very popular. So I would encourage you to do shorter form content until you become comfortable and you understand your engagement, and then experiment with longer posts. Short because it's easy, right? Those you can actually get out. You can do those daily or multiple times a week. And then a longer post typically takes more investment. And I would say don't shoot yourself in the foot. Put all your effort into one really long post and get discouraged if the viewership isn't great on it. So I would say start with small and then work your way into longer posts with like some tests. If you find that a longer video gets even better engagement, then that will incentivize you to continue to invest in longer form content. But as a general rule of thumb, Steve, I would say under 2 minutes is a great length for social posts. Just in general, even shorter, like if you can provide a lot of value in a minute, that's ideal, because the 1 minute length, you can actually LinkedIn specifically is what you asked about, Steve. But if you produce it under a minute, that can then go shared on every other social channel as well, like Shorts and TikTok and Reels and all the others, because they have some of them have 1 minute requirement limits. So Under a minute gives you more functionality or more availability with that video to share. Under 2 minutes is what I would just recommend for LinkedIn in general, though. Good. All right, here we go. I'm going to keep reading. Deliverables are coming after this, guys. Everyone registered will get the deliverables. David had some good recommendations there for technology. If you guys are looking for a camera or microphone, they're there. Mark can impressed with the service. We appreciate you, brother. We want to help as many as we possibly can. So YouTube is different than other social medias. Yes, for the most part, Patricia. YouTube, traditional YouTube videos are horizontal, or sorry, landscape. They're wide. That's what a traditional YouTube video is. There also is YouTube Shorts, though, which is a vertical style, which is a shorter format of 1 minute, I think, maximum. All the social accounts like Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, all these are meant for shorter form, typically vertical style content, which is very different than the traditional landscape YouTube style. So that's why I just mentioned if you have a 1 minute vertical video, that's acceptable on every platform in some form. Just not a regular traditional YouTube video. That should be longer form content that's shot a little differently. So hopefully that answers your question, Patricia. Yes, YouTube traditional is very different from the other social channels. YouTube Shorts is identical almost to the other social channels. So, okay, good. Here we go. Blue Yeti. That's a great mic. It's a nice desktop one, a little more expensive, but if you guys are doing a lot of content, it's worth the investment. So, okay, Stacy, can you record something larger and then edit it to 916? Can you do that? Okay, the only way to do that, Stacy, would be to record something and then use the desktop app to record a 916 out of it. So here's
Darius, Darius, there is a way actually to do it nowadays. What you can do is I can, Stacy, if you stick around, I'll actually show you
with Dubb or with other stuff.
With Dubb, you can actually change the canvas size.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the desktop app. Is that after it's been recorded though? I thought that was, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the new thing that Billy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's a totally new feature. Actually, it's in beta right now, but it's basically the ability to crop the canvas size. So it's still a beta feature.
I was gonna say, do you have the beta installed, Ruben? Do you want? I didn't have the beta in right now, so I can't.
I do, but it's just not publicly available yet. So we can give a tutorial. What we'll do is, Stacy, we'll record a tutorial video for that because we're about to launch that upgraded version, and we'll make sure you're set up. So it's a great idea. Like take your long form video and then crunch it to social. Why not? That's a no-brainer. I love it.
Just a really quick visual for you. I can't show you the actual app, but this is what it would look like, guys. Is you have a video here. Let me find a video. Guess not. We'll go to this one. So you have a video like this one here, and you want to take a vertical style out of it. So with the new desktop app, you'd be able to take a recording and then move your frame to be just the vertical part of that video if you wanted. So yes, great question, Stacy. Coming. Deborah, are these features only available to pro subscribers? So everything we showed you can access on the free trial. But yes, the features are typically only available to pro subscribers. You can use the desktop app and explore it and get some videos out there, but there's a limit, the branding, all the typical differences between them. But I would encourage you to check out everything on the free trial because it's all available there. And then David, cool, we got to show you that piece again. I think we're covered there. And let me see, was there anything?
And then take a look at my screen real quick, Stacy, if you can. So here I'm in the Dubb desktop app. And what I'll do is, actually, let me start with upload video and then select my video. And then it's going to default to whatever size the video was imported as. So just click on this icon right here.
Oh, he froze again. Dang. All right. Ina, can you stop the share? I don't know how we stop his share. There you go. Okay, guys. So, back to, well, actually, Ruben, you froze. You're back again? I think you're
Maybe.
back. That was weird. Okay. Try one more time.
Okay.
There you go.
So here we are. Let me actually start over. So this is the Dubb desktop app. Okay. I'm going to upload a video, select my MP4. This canvas size is going to be the same canvas size as my video. I'm going to click on the little video settings button right here called project settings. I'm going to change my frame size to 1080 by 1920, which is social media, save it, and then sure enough, I've cropped this video and I can move it if I want. And then when I download this video, it's going to be in the social media canvas style.
Sweet.
So there it is, Stacy. Awesome question. Stacy, huge shout out to you. Just so you guys know, Stacy gave us an awesome testimonial on our testimonial section. So Stacy, thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Nice. Appreciate you, Stacy. All righty here. Let's rolling right along. I think we're almost done. Quick question from George Calandrino. As a mortgage broker, you can't zoom in necessarily, but you can just crop a smaller section of the screen. So that is essentially a zoom. It's not actually a zoom, but what you would do is when you go to record, if I wanted to zoom in, I would just crop tighter around that frame. So I would use the custom size and I would just go into a tighter frame. That would essentially be a zoom, but it's not the same exact thing as like in the video you're zooming in. So just be aware of that workaround, if you will.
Stacy, yeah, dude is right, Stacy. It's pretty powerful. One idea that we have for you guys is, right now you already have videos on your computer. You're already doing Zoom calls. You're already doing, long form stuff that you can record. If you can import that video and just find the little 60-second, 30-second clip from it, you've got a social video, and you can trim also from the center of it. So a lot of people just take their existing long form content and then use a tool like the Dubb desktop app to repurpose it. Now, the Dubb desktop app is not Adobe Premiere. It's not like a full-on video editor. But if you're looking for something really easy to use where you're in and out in a couple of minutes with minimal editing, I think it's a really good choice.
Nice. Okay, here we go, guys. Almost done. If you guys have any last questions, drop them in now because I'm coming up to the end. And again, it's never the end, guys. You can always come back any weekday, 10 a.m. Happy to take care of you there. So, Crystal, if you're still with us, you had a question that says, if you're doing something more like an email drip with the AI to write something with the place to input names and a video embed. So, Crystal, the AI, it won't be able to write the email to include the placeholders like, hey, first name, insert video here. It won't include that stuff. So that will need a little bit of human revision. So you ask the AI, hey, write me an email that's going to contain a video to accomplish this result. And so it gives you the place where to put the video, but you would still have to cut because if you're using Dubb as the campaign tool, we have a specific thing for the holding place, the input name, the placeholder, whatever you want to call it. It's like bracket, first name, bracket. So you would have to manually input the placeholders there, Crystal. Great question. It can do 90% of the work, but that last little 10%, we always recommend to have a human go over that. Everyone that wanted the hybrid stuff, do you guys have a question? Actually, one answer I'll answer here and then ask. If anyone has any questions on screen recording, the hybrid stuff, I want to make sure everyone that wanted that is 100% clear on it. So Randy had a question, which is, can you start hybrid screen webcam and then stop and have it leave with just the screen? And so, yes, you can definitely do that with any of the screen recorders. So on the extension or the desktop app, we'll talk about the desktop. We'll focus on that for now. You can start here with my bubble. I maybe make it a little bit bigger. I'll press record. 3, 2, 1. This is the first part. And now I have an option. I can either pause here, and that's the end of this clip, or I can check mark and add another clip. So it's up to me of which that I'd want to do. But after that point, I would be able to do pause and then shut off the webcam and then resume and continue. So either way, multiple clips, shut off the webcam, or pause and shut off the webcam during that recording. So good question. Let's see here. We covered the music and voiceover pieces a couple times. Good. Patricia, do you have to have the car running? No, absolutely not. Don't have the car running. In fact, unless you're boiling and it's hot or something. Don't have the car running. You want it as quiet as possible. So if you're in a Tesla or something, you're fine. Off, preferably, if you can. Because that's what really captures the good audio is when you're sealed in tight and there's not anything else going on.
Yeah.
So car off, not through the Bluetooth, just through the mobile. It has a good sound reverberation.
Good point.
Lightroom.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see here. I learned that mistake. Android. What cord were you using for Android? What cord? It's just the adapter. It's the headphone jack to the USB-C is what your Android one would
Right.
be.
Right. Let me share the link. Actually, in dubb.com/gear, we have that link.
This is a great question, Jim. I hope you're still with us. Yeah, Jim. Do you have a step-by-step instruction for how to actually do these things? Which ones specifically?
Just really to get started and to make the first video and to.
Well, which one? Because the answer is yes, but I would say it just depends more specifically what exactly you want to start with, and then I'll give you exactly that.
Okay, let's say that I wanted to make the insider secret video and use the AI to write the script. I understand. I mean, I watched you do it a couple of times, and I could watch you do it 10 or 15 more times.
Right.
But if I had one, do this, two, do that.
So actually, we have two things for you. One is in the deliverables. Ruben has a recorded video that is, here's what the insider. So it's you don't have to come watch the webinar to find it. It's going to be in the deliverable. So there's a nice, here's how to record your insider insight video. And then part two, I think the AI, do you want an instruction on the AI, or do you sort of see how it works now?
No, I think I know how it works.
Got it. So the insider insight does have its specific instruction that Ruben provided, and then the AI has its own thing. So I don't have one that combines those two, but do you have what you need there, or will you get when we deliver it to you?
I think it just really comes down to I actually need to step into it and
do it. Yeah,
make mistakes and figure it out.
That's it. Watch the tutorial, guys. If you want to do one of these 3 perfect post formulas that we gave you guys today, we're going to deliver this asset to you, likely today or tomorrow, one of those two, maybe Friday, the latest. We'll get it over to you as soon as you can. If you want to come to this support, guys, support@dubb.com, and you don't want to wait, we can give you the thing there. So because we got to do some trimming on the video and stuff before we do the post. But if you don't want to wait, go to support@dubb.com. We'll give you the 3 links to the perfect post formulas. And if you get stuck, you have whatever, come right back to support and say, here's where I got stuck. And we'll say, here's the tutorial, here's the link, or here's something custom we made just for you. Sound good? All right. Let's see here. I think we were right there. Yep. Okay. That's the step-by-step, Jim. And also, if you ever want to come back to support and say, I'd like a step-by-step for this, like you said, the desktop app, there is a step-by-step for the desktop app, how to install it, how to open it, how to load the script. That's all outlined as well.
I can probably ask your AI how to do it too, and it would probably tell me.
Maybe. I don't know if it had, no, because that's dated. The information's still dated from whatever, end of 2021. So it won't have the latest and greatest, but the support will. So, good. Okay. What's the latest version? 7.0, I think, right? Magenta on the desktop and mobile. And is that limit recurring, or that's a recurring monthly limit? So 100,000 outputs from the AI per month. And if you guys, like I said, if you hit that limit, just come let us know. We'll increase our I think we already did increase it. So I believe it's beyond 100,000 already. Randy, this is a really great question. I hope you're still here as well. How do
Darius, real quick, sorry to interrupt, real quick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, since I'm sharing my screen, I just wanted to show this. When you guys log into your Dubb dashboard, just consider pushing this button. This is the application button to become a partner, where you can actually be part of our referral program, where you earn 30% recurring commission. So if you get someone to sign up for, our pro plan, $100 a month, or $1,000 or $10,000 a month, depending on how many users that they have, you're going to earn 30% recurring commission on that. So if you do want a side income source, we definitely recommend that you join the Dubb Partner Program. Just click on the Apply Now button from the dashboard where it says Be a Partner, and then share your referral link, and it's going to plant a cookie on people's browsers. And if they sign up and they subscribe, you will get compensated. So we encourage that. We're really building that program up, and we're paying really good amounts of money on that. Some people are getting, car payments and home mortgages, vacation homes paid for that. So we're psyched to offer that.
Exactly, guys. Please come take advantage of that. We're your extended sales team. We love to provide demos and whatever you guys need to help close your partners and referrals and family, you know, we're going to take great care of them, guys, where we really pride ourselves on that. So, Randy, fantastic question. How do I know if I'm missing some of the latest functionality? If you guys are ever been out of touch with us for any length of time, come to a live training. We host them every day, and we're going to go over all the latest and greatest at the beginning of the session so you can see exactly what we've been up to and how it all applies for your business. We'll even tailor it. We'll personalize it for you. So if you show up and you say, well, here's what I'm working on. Here's what my project, here's what I'd like to accomplish. We'll make sure it's specific for you. We'll show you the best strategies and shortcuts and whatever you're trying to accomplish. So Randy, great question. Come see us any weekday. We'll get you all caught up to speed. AppSumo peeps, support at dubb.com. Come talk to us. We'll get you taken care of there. Any and all needs. Let's see here. What is with the background with the chairs? Yeah, it says that's a Zoom thing, Crystal. Yeah, it's like a classroom view or something. Yeah, Ruben, David says you were freezing on purpose. You're like, all right, I gotta go. You're dropping out. Okay. All right, guys, I think that's everything. Insider Insight is being sent. Yeah, if you want it right now, if you want the little 1-minute instruction, go to support.com, support@dubb.com, and say, I'd like the stuff from the webinar, and I'll get you the instructional videos and the resource now. Otherwise, if you guys can wait a day or two at most, we'll have it be sent in the recap as part of everything there. So, Mac, if you're unsure of which version you're on, just go ahead and do an uninstall, reinstall. That's the safest bet. It'll ensure you're on the latest versions of everything we have to offer, desktop and mobile. Website's always up to date, guys. Nothing to do on the website. Desktop app and mobile app, you need to uninstall and reinstall periodically. So,
or you can click the update on the apps. You can click the update button from the App Store. If it says update, definitely click on that. Otherwise, you won't need to. And then on the Dubb desktop app, if you go to File and then check for updates, you'll get the updates as well, like that.
Okay, we had a good question here. Last one. Difference between the free and the paid, guys. So there's a lot of differences. The first main difference is the number of videos. On a free account, you're going to be limited to the number of videos you can record. The second, really the more important difference, is what you're actually sharing. So when you share a paid for Dubb account, your pages are going to look like this, except for they're going to have all of your best elements and assets, your buttons and logos and branding. Preset is what we call that. And it's going to make recording that much easier because every time you record, all your best elements are put there. In the free version, it doesn't have any of this stuff for you. It's really more of a Dubb advertisement. And I say that with all transparency, guys, because you can use it, but it will have the Dubb branding on it, right? It's going to have the Dubb logo there. It's going to have this footer message that says, hey, you guys want to send videos of your own? This is what every the free version of every video tool does, because we want to help you, but we obviously need some help too if you're using our stuff for free. That's costs. So that's the main difference. First, recording limits, number of videos, size of video file, and then the actual way that the videos are shared. On the paid version, it's 100% customizable. On the free version, it's going to have some Dubb advertising throughout the experience there. That's the main difference in terms of the technology. You don't have access to any of the cool buttons and presets and campaigns and all that stuff. It's just more of a basic recorder. You can share the link to your videos through a channel, but it's going to encourage them to sign up to Dubb. So,
and then one of the other major benefits is that you get to support us and our families.
Right. Oh, there you go. That's the major non-feature benefit. Is actually no. That in a sense does directly support your success, because our success is how we continue to invest into the technology and into our trainings and into making sure that we can provide you guys the best research and tech that we can get our hands on. So
we really pride ourselves in reinvesting. It's a massive part of what we do. We'd rather focus on reinvesting into our customers and our technology than just frankly lining our pockets. So it's a big part of what we do.
All righty, guys. Well, that's the last question there. Is whenever you guys need support, please just reach out. If you're stuck on something for more than 2 minutes, you're probably not doing it the right way. Just reach out to support. We'll show you the way as quickly as we possibly can. We're there. I'm in the chat support myself, guys, all throughout the day. So expert support is just right around the corner. No excuses. Literally, we're here to help you in every way that you could ask for. And you have all the training and technology to make it possible. So you just need to raise a hand and come get support and training, and use the tech at your fingertips.
Please connect with me on social channels: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Ruben Dua, everywhere. That's where I'm at. My email address is ruben@dubb.com. Happy to support in any way. You guys are the best. Really appreciate you guys. Stacy, if you could stick around, I'd love to support you a little bit more.
Right on. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time here. I'm taking off. See you guys. If you want to stay tuned for some masterclass stuff, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, so any Stacy, first of all, congratulations. You've
Thank
got a
you.
little one. That's so exciting. I've got
She's
a 4-year-old.
napping, or she would have been here with us.
That's awesome. Hey, I'm telling you, get her on your social videos, because they're the real stars. They're the people that really people really want to see, you know?
Oh yeah, no one wants to see me anymore.
I know. It's like when I put my kids in my videos, people love it, you know? So that's awesome. It's just such a great idea what you mentioned. I love that you're thinking like that, to repurpose. That's really everything. So yeah, nice job. Yeah. Any specific thing I can support you with? Or actually, one thing that I did want you to do is just go to the Dubb desktop app and just make sure you click File, check for updates. And I just want to make sure that you're on the latest version. Actually, if you click Dubb and then check for updates, you will see it. So for anyone still in the room, just go and Google Dubb desktop app and then just grab it for either Mac or PC. Install that on your computer. It's such a powerful tool. And, again, we can recut video sizes into social media or whatever size we want. Square, on LinkedIn, people use Square, so you can do it Square as well. While you're doing that, Stacy, any other questions that anyone else has? Is anyone looking for a sign that they need to start doing their social media batch reporting? Because I will be your sign. I will be the sign that you've been looking for.
What do we go to make sure we're on the updated version?
Okay, so what you do is click on Dubb on the Dubb desktop app and then click on About Dubb.
Oh, there we go.
About Dubb. And then if you notice, I'm actually sharing my screen. It's going to say version 4.3.0. So this is the latest version right here.
I'm a little bit behind.
Which version are you on?
2.7.1.
You know what? Let's uninstall this, because that's really old. Let's just uninstall. So are you on Mac or PC?
PC.
Okay, so add remove programs in settings, select Dubb, uninstall, and then go back to the page, which I'm going to include in the chat, and you can reinstall it. Cool. Does everyone else have the Dubb desktop app installed? I'd like to make sure that you do. The latest version is 4.3.0. So if anyone needs to install the Dubb mobile app, the Dubb desktop app, I'm going to include the link. So there it is. Stacy, when you were in school, did you sit in the front of the class or in the back?
Always in the front.
Okay, cool.
Everything you think about my personality is correct. I'm
Okay.
very, very predictable.
Okay. All right. Cool. Does everyone else have the Dubb desktop app installed? If you're getting any friction, let me know. So the link is in the chat. Click on that, Mac or PC, select the appropriate one. You want to be on version 4.3.0. And the way that you can determine which version you're on is you click on Dubb in the top menu or in the menu of the app, and then it will say About Dubb, and then you can check 4.3.0. It does, yes. Oh, and it does install it. It does update it automatically, but that's actually the auto update is actually a new feature that we have. So that's why when Stacy told me that she has version 2 point something, I had her uninstall it because back then we did not have the auto updater. So if you've been staying consistent on the auto updates, then it would have worked. But it's kind of a new thing. So cool. Any other questions while we're waiting for Stacy to check that? Mobile app, teleprompter, screen sharing, importing clips. Here to support. Yeah, so Martin, the link is right here. I think you're asking for the link for the Dubb desktop app, which I'm going to re-share. I hope you're getting that. Okay, so if you check the chat, it's right there. Is that the correct link? Let me just double check it to make sure. Yeah, that's the right link. Mac or PC. I like how you spell cool with a K. Sometimes I spell cool like this, Kewl. And sometimes I spell nice like this, nice, like that. All right, Stacy. Classic jingle. Do you want to share your screen? All right, well, I'm going to play the ukulele until someone asks me a question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, so quick.
Sorry, I apologize. You're cutting in and out.
I get.
Sorry, you're cutting
Okay.
in and out. Apologize.
Is this okay? Might be my internet. Okay, let's try again.
Okay, I think I got you. Go ahead. Lost you. Weird internet day.
Yeah.
Never have. Yeah.
Well, mine's up and running if you want me to share my screen.
Yeah, do it. Share your screen, please.
Okay, you get to see Jesus.
Beautiful.
Are you seeing minimum monthly car payment or are you seeing
I'm seeing a screen.
just Jesus? Okay. So I don't even know, like, I'll be honest, I don't use the desktop app.
No, you're good. No worries.
And
No
I use Dubb
worries.
every single day.
Okay, we got you. Let's get you taken care of. Okay. So full disclosure, I'm not a PC expert. So
Okay.
all right. So the first thing you want to do is let me actually turn my annotations on here. Go ahead and go to search and type Dubb. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, click on that.
It's open.
Oh, perfect. Okay, click on that.
It's just this.
Oh, I know why. I cannot see your controls. Okay, so here's what you have to do. Let me share my. I know what's going on.
Okay.
I have to share my screen.
Let me unshare mine.
Yeah, there's a reason why that happens is because controls are hidden on a screen for obvious reasons. So can you see this toolbar right here that I'm moving around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I cannot see what you're seeing at all. So what you want to do is you want to click on this drop down on this little down arrow and you want to say display controls in recording. Make sure that that's turned on and then I will be able to see your controls. Otherwise, they're invisible because when you record a video, you want to include your controls.
You don't want people to see that.
Yeah, otherwise people will see all the tech you're using. So yeah, go ahead and click on that next to the red button, click on the down arrow, and then display controls and recording, and then share.
Can we restart the app?
Yeah, you have to restart the app because that's a control thing. Let's see that. Let's see if that works. Cool. And then yeah, does anyone else have any questions? Any sort of friction points on doing videos for social, YouTube? Any kind of glitches or just kind of blocks you've had, even if it's not technical, even if it's just sort of psychological? I've probably been through them or met someone that has, and maybe I'm going through them myself. So if you guys need any support, please let me know. I'm happy to commiserate with you at a bare minimum.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, great. I was just wondering if I have a long video from like a Zoom call, is there a way to cut out the different pieces where, let's say, somebody's doing a testimonial and I want to capture that? Is there a way that the editor would allow me to just, cut and bring them along?
Absolutely. Mac or PC?
PC.
Okay, so here's what we want to do. So let me sort of go through the process step by step. So number one, are you using Zoom?
Yes.
Perfect. So number one is use the Zoom recorder. You can use cloud recording on Zoom. In fact, would I be able to share my screen and show this? So you know how to record in Zoom, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and then do you know how to download the videos to your computer and to make sure that they're on your computer as an MP4 file?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So then you're 50% of the way there. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. And then what I would do is I would open up the Dubb desktop app. And then I would upload video right here. And then I would select my MP4 file right here. Actually, I'm going to take one step back. In the settings in Dubb, I need you to make sure that you have these two switches turned on. Enable clip recording and enable video editor. So in the Dubb settings right here, you got to make sure that you have these two things on. So just go ahead and check that. Do you see those on? Let me know if you see those switches on. Enable clip recording and enable video editor. So I don't hear you. Your mic might be muted. So I'm going to assume that you have those on. So then what you do is you click on the upload video, select your MP4 file. And then what you can do, it's going to import the clip. And then what you can do is, actually, I think I chose a really long video. This might take a second. Let me choose a much smaller video. And then what you can do is you can zoom in and out right here, and then go and click the cut tool. The cut tool, and then click on this clip that you don't want, delete that, and then boom, you've got just your testimonial video right there. And then you can download it, upload it to YouTube or social media, or upload it to Dubb, or both.
Awesome.
You can generate captions. So just the key here is to use the cut tool and the trash tool. Cut is what splices it. And if you make a mistake, the undo is not perfect. You can't undo everything, but you can undo the cuts and the deletes. So if I make a mistake, just do that. But if you have to start over again for whatever reason, I wouldn't worry about it. Sometimes you have to do that. So, but that'll work for you, and it's really easy, and you don't really have to be a video editor. You just, use the simple tools.
And where do you get the options to turn the clips on? Is it under settings?
Yes, it's under settings, and it's the two features called enable clip recording and enable video editor. And to make sure that you're on the latest version, click on Dubb, about Dubb, and then make sure you're on version 4.3.0.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one more thing.
Yes.
So this is my hold up, right? Whenever I use the teleprompter, I find that my eyes are not staying because my screen is pretty large. So it doesn't look right. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to make sure I'm looking directly into the camera.
Mobile app, desktop, where are you actually recording?
I'm recording usually on my desktop, and my screen is pretty large. So obviously my camera is all the way at the top.
Okay, got it.
So
And then Got it. And then and then are you using the Dubb desktop app or the Dubb website?
I'm using the website.
Okay, got it. And then, so did you mention that the camera is the camera like right on top of the computer or what?
It is.
Okay, got it. So let's just do a little test here. Okay, I am going to share my screen. I'm going to use the Dubb desktop app. Actually, yeah, should I share my screen? Yeah, I guess I should. Okay, I'm going to record a video here. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so now I have the teleprompter up here, and I'm going to have my webcam right centered above. And what I'm going to do is number one is I'm going to make sure that the speed keeps that line at the top. So this line, I want it to be at the top while I'm reading. So I'm just going to increase the font size, and I'm going to increase the speed of this. And then once I find my sweet spot, then it's of course going to remember that. And then what I can do is when I click play, it's hi, my name is here. Let's do it like this. Hi, my name is Ruben, and I want to share my incredible experience with Dubb and how it has transformed my business. Thanks to Jason, my skills have skyrocketed. So that's kind of like what it looks like. Is the problem that you're trying to solve that your eyes don't look like they're looking at the camera, or is it
Correct.
just
Yeah, because I feel like maybe it should be lower. Like my webcam should come down a little bit because my screen is so big. It's like an oversized screen.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and then so you have your browser at the very top, right where the webcam is, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you have your webcam right above where the teleprompter is, it's gonna be hard to make it any better. The other thing is people might not notice. You might notice because you're looking at it, but people might not notice. But if that's not acceptable, then you might just consider getting an external monitor, like a small external monitor. And then what happens is you don't have that problem. Like right now, I'm on a MacBook Pro with the camera right above my screen. If I'm looking at the top of the monitor where the teleprompter is, you wouldn't know it. It looks like I'm looking right at the camera. So yeah, my recommendation would be, if you're not happy with getting that teleprompter right at the top, then actually to get another external monitor that's kind of small.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also use the Dubb mobile app. I mean, I have a selfie stick that I keep on my desk, or I have one of these kind of fancy stands right here. And the great thing about this is that if I want to just turn the phone this way, I can just clamp my phone in this, and then I can use this teleprompter. The Dubb mobile app has the best teleprompter because it's really good. I would also recommend that you try the Dubb desktop app teleprompter as well to see if that works for you. So play with those.
Is the teleprompter, is it voice enhanced, meaning does it move with the sound of my voice, or do I need to use the scrolling on the mouse?
Yeah, it's on the Dubb desktop. It's just a speed scroller. So you specify the speed and then it moves it. On the Dubb mobile app, we have speech recognition technology, which is okay. It's not perfect. Pronunciations are a factor. Sound conditions are a factor. So let me actually show you what that looks like. There's just a little tiny switch that you'll notice. Find one that works for you. It's really a very, very personal thing. It's a very specific thing. For me, I like the auto scroll. I don't like the speech recognition because when I use speech recognition, even when I'm using like on sending a text or something, the way that I enunciate, I over enunciate. Yeah, it's just like when I speak to Alexa, I'm like, Alexa, play music. I don't speak normal when I'm speaking to robots yet. So that's why I don't use speech recognition, but I will show it to you in case it's a good fit for you. So here on the Dubb mobile app, if you notice right here, there's auto scroll and auto track. So auto scroll is speed, and then auto track is speech recognition. So those features are just right there.
Awesome.
Yeah, try it out. Have fun, find what works for you. And don't judge it until you try it like 20 times because there's going to be some practice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Stacy, how you doing? You're on mute.
Okay, we're good.
All right, so 4.3.0.
Yes.
Nice. Cool. And then did you okay, great. Share your screen. Okay, awesome. Nice job. Okay, so now what you do is click on I don't see it, but do you see the menu bar so you can click on like Dubb
This is
settings?
why I haven't used the
Oh,
desktop.
you don't you
It's
don't
just like
see
nothing.
oh, you don't see the menu bar. That's so interesting. Okay, so click down here. Let me do some arrows. Okay, click on the Dubb icon here and then right mouse click on that. Yeah, okay, Dubb is fine. And then just put right mouse click on it. Like on, yeah, right mouse click.
That's it.
Oh, okay, so that's it. Okay, got it. And then let's see where I can't. I don't know if there's certain
It
things.
just doesn't even pop up. I just immediately go.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, and then so you don't see the toolbar on the top left. Which PC is this? Which version do you have?
I have Windows 11. Is that
Windows
what you're
11.
asking?
Okay, got it. So let me see. I will get back to you on this because for some
Okay.
reason you're not actually seeing the menu bar, which I've never actually seen before. It's really interesting.
Let me see if it's on my other screen somehow, because I have two screens up.
Oh, I bet you it's on the other screen. That explains it.
I mean, I have a Zoom menu bar.
Is it easy to unplug your second monitor? I don't want to make you do that. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Nah, don't do it. Okay, so make sure the Dubb desktop click on the Dubb desktop app, click on it, go to the second monitor, and then tell me if you see the toolbar on the top.
No. Is the toolbar, it has a square and a circle and a line and a
No, it's just like if you like open up like like I don't know, open up Asana. Like click on this Asana icon right here.
Sorry, I clicked on it on the other screen. I'll bring it over.
Oh, okay, cool. And then can you see like file at the top? Like
On
file edit.
Asana, yeah, like the regular file. Yeah. My Dubb has never done that.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay,
So that's like I open the Dubb app and immediately I'm like, nothing works.
that's so interesting. Okay, got it. And then you're on version 4.3. Okay. Cool. Well, this is very actionable. I'll get back to you on this. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Click on this X right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we just need to reopen it. But yeah, when I open it, it just does that. Like, this is what I would assume you're looking for to something like this, right?
It's actually not that. It's at the very, very top of the browser where it says like file view. It's not actually in the app. It's yeah. So
Close window. Let's just. So I'm opening Dubb again. My computer's really slow. I need to delete a bunch of videos.
okay.
Which I'm glad they're on my computer now because all I can do is drag and drop them, and I can, because I have like literal like mortgage translator videos where I have like 200 videos, and I'm just like, I just need something where I can just cut it, and I'm sure I could do it on my other stuff, but I don't use those.
No,
I
we're
have
gonna get you
Filmora.
taken care of. We got you. Yeah, Filmora is good. That's a good tool as well.
Is this what we're wanting to see?
Yeah, that's cool. Click on that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So we're in business.
Okay.
So click preferences. And then I can't see it. Does it show something? Oh, perfect. Okay, and then turn these on. Boom. All right, cool. And then now click X. And now click upload video. And now select a small MP4 file.
Oh, I can't drag and drop.
Not from here, no.
Desktop. And then let's see. There we go. You're gonna like this video.
Hopefully it's not too long.
It's short.
Okay, cool. I love how organized you are. All right, let's see if this works.
This actually needs to be rotated, but I saw it when I was looking through videos. I was like, this is funny.
Oh, you can't rotate videos on this. That sucks. Maybe we should add that feature. No one's ever asked us that before. Okay, so
Which
click
would be
the,
super helpful because a lot of times when you're doing a video, especially with kids, because you're like taking a video and then you have to like switch around.
totally.
Flipping would be helpful.
Okay, so let's see here. Click on this right here.
Is it uploaded?
I don't know. It seems like it's not playing. Was this an MP4 file?
Right. Look. Property. I mean, I don't do anything not in MP4, so let me just see the properties real quick. No, it's not. Let me get an MP4. Hold on.
Yeah, see, I don't know what format this was. That's interesting. You should probably start over. You should probably close this.
Completely.
And yeah. What file was that? Do you know? Was it WMV or?
It says MPEG, but it's a video.
Oh, it's an MPEG file. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's interesting. So go ahead and click upload video and then search. Okay, and then put MP4 right here.
I'll probably.
Okay, so get some MP4 file on your computer and we can maybe.
Yeah, it's not going to be. Let me just.
Okay, I mean, but see, that's a good learning for us because we want the ability to import an MP4, an MPG file.
This is 15 seconds long.
Is it MP4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I searched MP4 and that's what came up.
Okay, got it.
It's opening on my other screen. I'll switch in a second. Okay, cool.
Okay, so Cowabunga, cool. And now move this forward. I haven't heard the term Cowabunga in like probably 20 years. That's awesome.
This is where we have our client event. We had 700 people.
That's awesome. Okay, so move this forward, this little guy.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
And now click the cut. And now move it a little bit more forward. And now click the cut again. And now delete these. And now delete this.
Oh, I pushed the wrong one.
Oh, you're good. You can also click the delete button on your keyboard. That should work.
Boom,
we did it. Yay.
But now I
just download or upload right over here.
how do I switch how can I make this 916?
Oh, right there. And then click this right here.
I was like, I don't know.
And then right there. Yeah.
Is that what I want?
Yeah. And then now you can move this around appropriately. Yeah, keep it in the center so it's right. The black area is your canvas.
Oh, I'm moving the video. Okay. It's opposite of what I was expecting, but that makes total sense. That's fine.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting to crop it like I would like to crop this.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The movie is in the background.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. And then that's it. You did it.
Okay, download, upload. Perfect.
Cool. So
thank you.
Yeah. So hold on.
I probably need to take 2 hours and just get on the app because there's a lot more that I can do on the app that the functionality is just better. I just, when I opened it, it would just do weird things. And I was like, I don't even want to deal with this right now. I know how to use the web browser.
Listen, Ruben@dubb.com. If there's any issues, email me directly. I mean, you were on a really old version, so we've come a long way since then. So I'm really glad we did this. But my takeaways is number one, you've got a lot of MPEG, so we want the ability to import an MPEG file. That's the first thing. And then what was the second thing? The ability to rotate videos.
Yeah.
So these are two really great learnings. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Cool. You can stop screen sharing. And unless there's any other questions, I'm going to close it out here.
Ruben, got a quick question.
Yeah, please.
So, when the you do the video and the transcription shows at the bottom of the screen, I stumbled upon how to edit the words that get misspelled, and I can't find it. I couldn't find it again.
Is this on the Dubb desktop app or the Dubb website?
Desktop.
Desktop app.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen.
Thank you so much, Ruben.
Absolutely.
Head out.
Okay, so here we go. There's a button here called Generate Captions, and then if we want to edit those captions, then we click Edit Caption, and then we can just edit the text right here. And if we want to add a new line, we can do that as well. If we want to delete, we can just click that, and then once we do that, so it's basically generate captions and then edit captions.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Happy to help.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I've opened it up on the desktop, but I don't
Okay.
have my controls here. When I was trying to like record a video, all it is a blank screen. How do I get those controls again?
Okay, so can you share your screen?
Possibly. How do you do that?
In Zoom, there's a green button on the bottom that says share screen.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, and then your desktop is going to get shared with us.
okay, that's fine. Share screen. Is it sharing? Okay, so yeah, can you see that?
No, not yet. I think you need to select your screen. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we're on the website. Okay.
Yeah. So I was over here. I clicked this.
See, there's a conflict with Zoom right now. So can you shut your webcam off on Zoom? See, sharing your video recorder while you're on a Zoom, there's a conflict because it's a double access to your camera, which sometimes is not possible depending on the machine.
Okay.
So on Zoom, shut your camera off and then reload this page. No promises, but it might work.
Okay, camera. And then, so would that be stop video?
Stop video.
Okay, stop video. Okay, and
then now reload this page. Okay, so now click. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it was a Zoom thing. We should probably put some text in there, like don't record. Don't try this while you're on Zoom or something. There's a conflict. So.
Okay. Okay. Do you see my screen now?
I do. I mean, yeah, I do absolutely.
Yeah. So what I would do is I'd hit this, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now it looks okay. Now it's working. Is that right?
So, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
That's how it always works. When you show the guy, then it works perfectly.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Right. Awesome. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I guess the other question is too. I mean, I'm a product of public education, so they only got like 1 minute of everything you said. Is this re-recorded somewhere that I could go back?
Yes,
and watch
absolutely. We are going to share this recording. What I encourage you to do is just subscribe to our YouTube support channel, and then
go from there.
There's a link. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Stop video. Like that. No, how do I ensure? Stop share. There we go.
Great. All right, folks. Please consider subscribing to our channels. Connect with me on social, LinkedIn. Appreciate you guys. Any other questions here? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap up here.
No, all good.
Thank you guys so much.